maybe. Let's see who's, yeah, down's good. Four, right now we have 4 people, very exciting, 19. Hello everybody. Thank you for watching. Say hi, let me know who you are and where you're watching from. Hello, Tim from San Diego. So I'm gonna take some time to answer any questions that you might have that are appropriate questions. And we have our producer, where's Greg? Greg's not here, sorry. We have producer Luigi, who might be reading some questions to me, asking me some, or that he sees, but I'll be taking them too. So far we have what's up. What's up is I'm sitting in an office. It's a pretty good one.
Solid answer.
Solid answer. Do you have any questions over there? You can, no questions about that. My, Greg, your voice is getting deeper. Yeah, I do have a deeper voice than Greg. That's actually probably true. Hi everyone. If anyone has questions that I can take, that would be good. Or Luigi, if you see any.
What side of the fence is she on?
What side of the fence is she on? I'm on the libertarian side of the fence. I hate the idea that there's a fence, right? And like there's a fence and then there's the right side and then there's the left side, because I feel like a lot of people have a lot of different views, and libertarian views are different. We have some views on the right, some views that are, I guess, left technically, because I'm a little bit more pro-immigration than the right. I'm socially liberal, but I'm very, very conservative when it comes to economic issues. You know, I'm against Obamacare and stuff like that. I'm, you know, for school choice and things like that. Who broke Greg's unicorn cup on the 5? I don't know that question. Might be taller. Am I taller than Greg? No, I'm like the same height as Greg. I'm like the same height as Greg. I usually...
Depends on the heels.
Depends on the heels I'm wearing, yeah. So... Build a wall over the fence. Thanks, Nancy. That's Nancy. Shout out to Nancy for... Your Twitter posts help me laugh at my own dating life. Well, that's great. That's why I do it, you know, to help for the pain, others through the pain, not because I can't control my ability to tweet when I'm upset, which I totally get. That's one thing I understand. People attack Trump for his tweeting when he's upset. I tweet when I'm upset. Pro-immigration or pro-legal? I'm obviously pro-legal immigration. Where did I grow up? What are my parents' views? Okay, so I grew up in Detroit, and my dad is, my parents are both conservative. My mom was conservative. My dad's a libertarian, but he's a bit more conservative than I am on issues like immigration, and he's a bit more of a war hawk than I am. So sometimes my dad, who is on Twitter, you can see him at Dad Timpf. You can literally see his views are a little more conservative than mine are on certain issues. And we actually like to drink beer sometimes, and we all try to not talk about politics, but we always end up talking about politics anyways. So, how do you convince your grandchild health insurance is not a right? Well, here's the thing, Bob. Health insurance and health care are not the same thing. Just because you have health insurance doesn't mean you're going to be taken care of. And if you talk about something like Obamacare that actually reduces the quality of care for so many people or makes it more expensive or makes it harder to get care, I don't see how that's necessarily a good thing. Please do some more Mad Dog stuff. Oh, that was, yeah, thank you. That was a good one. That was a good one. How do I feel about the NFL issue? I don't like football. I think football is boring. Do you think a case for war could ever be made? Well, of course, but not. I'm not a big fan of preemptive war. What are my views on the Second Amendment? I'm like the most pro Second Amendment person out there. It's in the, but it's not about whether I'm for the Second Amendment or against the Second Amendment. The Second Amendment itself is the argument. People say they want to take all the guns off the streets, but they literally can't do that unless you amend the Constitution. The Second Amendment in itself is the argument. We shouldn't even be arguing about whether it's good or bad. They want to change it. It's a very long, difficult process as detailed in the Constitution to do so. And but if they want to try to do that, they can try, but it's not going to happen. Kat, you are so annoying and just sit and look pretty. Thank you. He called me pretty. It's okay. I can be annoying. What's my favorite number? My favorite number is 29.
Biggest disappointment you've seen in government in the past 8 years?
Biggest disappointment you've seen in government in the past 8 years? I can't even count how many disappointments I've seen in government. I want to see our taxes actually get lowered. I'd like to see that actually happen. The Obamacare not being repealed was a big disappointment for me. Then, you know, of course, not just don't want to blame Trump. Obamacare getting enacted in the first place was a big disappointment to me. Do you like Red Wing shoes? Don't have any. My shoe game's on point lately. Thank you. Thank you. My credit card doesn't agree with you, but what do you mean by socially liberal? I believe that social decisions should be made by the individual and not a government. Any more? Since you're from Michigan, why didn't you hunt with your father? I guess we didn't go on hunting trips. I went on a lot of camping trips and fishing trips. My dad, I know, does go hunting sometimes, but I've never been hunting. Maybe someday I'll go hunting. I have nothing against hunting.
Did you ride your Harley to work today?
Did I ride my Harley to work today? No, but my jacket is pretty dope, isn't it? It looks like I could ride a motorcycle to work every day.
What do you think of Kid Rock?
What do I think of Kid Rock? I think that Kid Rock is going to win. I think that if all he has to do to become a senator is run, and Kid Rock will win. I 100% think that.
What would you like to talk about?
What would I like to talk about? Give me, you're a liberaservative, LOL. Yeah, that's a good one. I usually get libertarian, but it's libertarian. How does anyone survive the cost of living in New York? All you do is work. That's all you do is work. You have a boyfriend. Those are the kind of questions I don't answer. Will you marry me? Sure. My favorite band is a psychedelic rock band called the Brian Jonestown Massacre. I also like a lot of more classic stuff. Like I love the Beatles. I went to see Paul McCartney with my dad and my sister when I was home in Detroit, and the concert was so good that I cried. I do cry. I am a crier, but it was really, really good. I also like a lot of Motown music. I grew up in that area, and I'm a big fan of Motown as well.
Will you ever run for office?
Will I ever run for office? I've been thinking about it, but I've just, I've tweeted so many things and posted so many things that I think could come back to haunt me, but I'm a little encouraged by the fact that, the president does it, so maybe it'll be okay for me to run for office someday. If I did run for office, I would just promise to vote no on everything that was a new government program, and then, if it was to get rid of an old one, then I might vote yes on it. But yes on Timpf for no on everything. See, I already have the slogan, so yes, I have thought about it. Do you hate New York too? I kind of do hate New York, but in all fairness, I've hated everywhere I've ever lived. So, yeah, I mean, it can be exhausting, but it's okay. So, do you think California should break away from the United States? I don't care if they wanna. No works. Is Cheens going to compete in Cats versus Cancer this year? Tom, he's not eligible, right? Cheens?
Hard to say.
It's hard to say. We'll see. But that was the most exciting moment of my life, was when Cheens won Cats versus Cancer. Team Cheens.
Did you cry at the end of E.T.?
Did I cry at the end of E.T.? No, I didn't. I've actually never cried during a movie, but I've cried during a few concerts. Songs make me cry more so than movies, because movies are really long and I have a really short attention span, and you're not allowed to talk when you're watching them, or people get mad. So like normally by the end I'm so bored that all my emotions are dead. You know what I mean?
Favorite hobbies?
Favorite hobbies? I really need hobbies. I mean, I write. I'm a writer. I like reading. I like reading and writing. I'm pretty boring like that. Other than that, I just kind of go to the bar. I don't know.
Is Greg fun to work with?
Is Greg fun to work with? Yes, Greg is very, very fun to work with. What's the biggest difference between New York and Michigan? All of it, except the cold. I mean, Michigan is a lot different than New York. So,
Pepsi or Dr. Pepper?
Pepsi or Dr. Pepper? Oh, I don't know. I only drink Diet Pop. Everyone really, you should call it Pop. How's Ben doing in Brooklyn? That's great. A lot of I love yous, which aren't helpful, but I love you all too. Do I stay in touch with Joe Nosachinsky? Yes, I do. I do stay in touch with Joe Nosachinsky. I just saw a commercial that she was on real quick on an Optimum commercial, and I saw her face when I was out at a bar. But I only had one glass of wine, and I also ate cheese, so it's fine. And I'm actually going to see Joanne on Saturday. What do you think of Tyrus? Tyrus is really fun to work with, and he's actually a really nice guy, even though he might not want to make it seem that way on the air all the time.
You're one intelligent and funny person. It's not a question.
Diet Dr. Pepper or Diet Ginger Ale? Yeah, that depends. What's a secret that I can tell us about Greg? Oh, no. No way, not going there. Would you
put gum in Chelsea
Clinton's hair if you were behind her in class? No, I would not. That's not very nice to do. I did get gum in my own hair once, though, and the peanut butter thing does actually work. Will you marry me? Someone already asked that question, and I said yes, so I'm already getting married to someone else that I met on this Facebook Live.
Have you ever been to Oklahoma?
Have I ever been to Oklahoma? No, I haven't. Should I visit? Should I come to Oklahoma? What's my favorite flavor of LaCroix? Ooh, that's a really good question. See, I don't like to go shopping. I mostly order everything from Postmates and Amazon Prime. And they only do like lemon, lime, and grapefruit. So out of those, I would say probably like lemon the best. But I really like the pear one. The pear one's really good.
Which foreign places do you enjoy visiting that aren't regular tourist places?
I don't know. I never travel. I never leave New York. I'm always working. I kind of want to go to Morocco. And I want to go to Poland. Did I see Tyrus on Preacher? Yes, you did. Do you ever come to Vegas? Yes, I've been there. I went there once for 5 days, which was way too long. If you live there, I don't know how you do that. Are you at least a wine snob living in a big city? No, I'm not. The last bottle of wine that I bought was a twist off, so I think that's a no. Beer, bourbon, or both? Both.
Do you fit in Tyrus's pocket?
No, I don't fit in Tyrus's pocket. No sinus infection lately. No, but like knock on wood. I used to get a lot of those. Where did I go to college? I went to Hillsdale College. It's a private school in Michigan that doesn't accept any government funding, which is why I was attracted to that. Let's see. Favorite book of all time. My favorite books of all time are the 4 Rabbit books. The John Updike. Rabbit Run, Rabbit Redux, Rabbit is Rich, and Rabbit at Rest. Those are my favorites.
Do you believe in ghosts?
Do I believe in ghosts? I'm like not a religious person, but I do believe in ghosts, which means I must be like a religious person. I don't know. I was raised Catholic, so I find myself still being afraid of demons and things like that. So, very scary stuff. Am I going to see the new Star Wars movie? No. I haven't seen any of the movies, so I'm not going to start now. Am I a Scientologist? No, I'm not a Scientologist.
What would be your ideal border
My ideal border wall? Let's see. I don't know. Like a wall made of... I don't know. What do I like? E-cigs? A wall made of vapes, and we could all just go vape on the wall, but that would be like a little unsanitary. All right, we have 1 minute left. To pick one thing that you could eat for the rest of my life, what would it be? I don't know. I like Polish food. I had a meatball sub for lunch that was very delicious. I like soup. I would probably say soup. I eat soup like 3 times a day. I'm probably going to get hypertension someday.
Did you catch that creeper through water on you?
Did I catch the creeper through water on me? No, I didn't, unfortunately. All right, I think we're wrapping up, right? Thank you, everybody who tuned in. My thoughts on Ayn Rand. I'm obsessed. I read the Anthem in 5th grade. That's the last question that I'm going to answer. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Oh, my cat's name, Randy? You don't know my cat's name? My cat's name is Timpf, and he's an international champion. With that, I'm going to say bye. Thanks everyone for watching, and we'll see you all on Saturday night.